We like to party. We like to party.
We like to party. We like to party.
Max, where do you think the Venga bus is today?
Ooh, I don't know, man. I don't know why, but I got kind of depressed when you asked that. I'm just like, nowhere
It's probably
good.
not partying. It's probably like
I don't think it's partying. I don't think anyone's
like
jumping.
decommissioned. It's like an out of work school bus kind of thing.
Somewhere between New York and San Francisco, like Idaho. just sitting there
parked in Idaho, and the party stopped.
The party stopped.
The Venga boys all just got out and walked their separate ways.
Shit.
Oh, I just bummed myself out. Damn. Welcome to Play the Hits, everybody.
What's up?
We gotta fix that tracker. If you're resourceful, maybe you can find someone in the slums to help. Now, I've done this part before in a private playthrough, but it's been just long enough where, I don't remember what the hell I'm doing. So let's see here. We gotta fix the tracker.
Ugh, all of a sudden. Fluid in my lungs.
Show it to folks in the slums. Maybe they can point us in the right. Okay, there's like all these shops in the slums, and they all like do different things, and I have to like harass all of them into fixing it for me.
Gotcha. So it's just like Walmart.
Just like Walmart. Honestly, not that
like
far off.
Oh, okay.
Better not drop a paint bucket again, or else Cosmo will be ticked off. I can make that happen.
I love these boom boom sticks.
Is that
You're all
slang
stuffed up.
for the marijuana?
Drugs, yes.
Boom boom.
No, it's just menthol basically dressed up as something that Zennials can purchase.
Oh, I got you.
But it is pretty nice. You just get like a big dose of menthol all up in your olfactory center, and you feel like you can breathe for a while. Hey, Sparks.
Oh,
what's
it's
up?
medicinal. I was thinking it was just like, oh.
Medicinal with
Max
like
just smokes
the
old
most
lady cigarettes.
exaggerated
That's
air
cool.
quotes.
I was just picturing you like smoking Virginia Slims like my grandma used to. I'm like, I'm not going to judge him, but is he really admitting to this on live stream?
There was this well, it was too long to be a GIF. It was just this little short video, but of it must have been from a show or something. Just this woman smoking. I don't know if it was Virginia Slims or just menthols or something, but she's like chain smoking while typing, but like on one of those really click clacky keyboards. And then it goes to her screen, like on a CRT screen. Definitely like something from late 80s, early 90s.
Yeah.
But it zooms in on her screen, and they have Street Fighter 3 Third Strike playing, and she's like dominating someone.
That's amazing.
Goes back to her chain smoking, puts out the cigarette, and then it zooms back in, and she's like you gotta dodge those DPs, LOL. What the fuck?
For some reason, I saw that sign. I was thinking Duff beer. Instead, it's Doofer bar. 1283.
Zero love.
Olu equals 7.
There's always a code to be had behind a picture frame.
I believe it should be for the safe, if I remember correctly. I gotta start giving this guy sheet music, too, so it's not clogging up my inventory.
What does that do?
He just jams. I think if you give him all 8 of them, he gives you something.
Cool. I think that was the last...
0283?
Oh, fuck. I don't...
Damn it, Max.
I definitely did not even try to memorize it.
You son of a bitch. I gave you one job.
I can be pretty good with numbers, but I gotta look at them.
I can picture this cat, like, talking to this voice in his head. You stupid son of a bitch.
Talking to himself.
Right.
Oh, you idiot. All right, let's see.
Fucking
So I had an 8 in there.
1283.
1283. Okay,
I shouldn't have second-guessed myself. Is that Black Spider-Man? Nope. For some reason, I saw that sticker on the top right. I was like, Venom? This is a Spider-Man story. Hey, Sparks. Sorry I missed you there. Hope your hand's feeling better. Still not done jamming, so I can give him the next one yet.
1573.
God damn you.
You got it.
Hey, more music.
Hey. Collecting all the records. That was the last thing I had to do in Clair Obscure, and I had to look it up because I had no idea what I was missing. I was missing 2 things.
Oh, I hate that.
And one of them was definitely go back to where, well, things happened on the stone cliffs and get a record there.
Weirdly, okay. I did get that one naturally because when I got all of SKA's upgraded abilities, I just did like a bunch of backtracking and just trying to figure out like optional bosses and everything I had overlooked, and
yeah. The optional bosses I did pretty good with. I did miss like 2 of those as well, but I thought I did pretty good. There's a ton. I did, like, as soon as I got the because I did a lot of backtracking, and I should have known flying would be so much quicker. I did a lot of backtracking as I went through the game, and I think if I saved the backtracking for once I got the flying ability, that would have saved me some time. Though, it made me strong as I went through the game. I was flushed with Lumina, so...
that it's one of those weird games where, like, yes, there's, like, real challenge to be had, but you can also very easily overlevel yourself.
Not only have I overleveled myself, but, like... I'm, like, overleveled, but now my 3 mains, which is Lune, Verso, and Mael, they Good all choices. Have, like, 520 Lumina points each, so they can
equip
do
everything.
Pretty much everything. Yeah. So I'll have
if they breathe, they're getting
some
they're
AP.
Getting AP.
AP and longer powerful and longer rush. And
yep. And those things AP all feed into themselves, and
I know, it's crazy. I shoot someone when I have 1 AP and I get 9 AP.
I know, it's amazing. And shell for your efforts.
Oh yeah, right. So yeah, they have that thing where you can limit yourself and be like, okay, I think rather than limit my own damage, because you can maximize the damage so much.
Yeah.
I think it's a lot more fun to make the enemies stronger rather than limit yourself. Because I still want to do 50 million hit with
right, just to prove you can.
But at the same time, it's maybe I can make the enemies even 10 times stronger is no challenge right now. So it's oh shit, maybe 100 times. But I wish it naturally did that. New Game Plus 3, maybe they're a lot stronger. I don't know. So far, there's no info on the internet. All the info out there is, hey, New Game Plus, all the enemies are stronger. We're just but do they get even stronger the next time? I don't know.
Cat stuff.
Yeah, catties.
Fuck your rug.
But yeah, still having fun with it. I'm, what do you call it? I can go to the monolith right now. I did both the axons again, so that's where I'm at.
Oh, okay. So let's see here. I know I need to... Granny needs something to sew him a blanket. There she is.
A sewing machine?
No, it's something stupid. It's like electric cabler. Electric cable, yep.
God. Dude, today, the first time I've thrown up at work.
Oh, no.
And it was bad. It was, I didn't throw up, in front of anyone, thank Christ.
It wasn't like some dude walked in with, a bullet in his left testicle, and you're like...
No, I don't think that would bother me. But
really? Because when I said it,
funny.
my whole body tensed up.
You know what's weird is I work with people with eating disorders, and I've been doing that for over 10 years now. And I've got to say, as much as I've seen patients faint, I think I've seen just as many, if I include students as well, I've seen just as many staff members and students faint.
Oh, really?
Especially students, it is a very common thing when they come in and they see the treatment. They go to the treatment room, and I think it's something. This treatment room's small. Maybe it's something of just all the people in there. It's small. It's kind of warm, and then seeing someone go under anesthesia, I think does something to them. For some people,
yeah,
I don't know. When I see a tall student come in, I'm tall and thin. I'm
fuck you.
Paint on me.
Everything I could have been.
And the last time, everything I could. Everything I'm not.
You have everything.
I'm working on one of those things. I got to go to China and get my legs broken for the other. But
yeah, you know, I've honestly considered that, like how much different my life might have been, like career-wise, if I were like 6 inches taller.
I get it. I mean, I think every short king has those thoughts.
I also hate that short king. I'm not a short king. I'm just fucking short.
I'm not a king.
I'm no king. I'm just short. Leave me alone.
Don't patronize me.
I know what I am.
Oh, shit. So the summer sale for Steam ends tomorrow, and
I did finally.
Even though
go ahead.
Oh, you got something?
Yeah, I pulled myself out of my depressive spell and like bought a few things.
Nice. All right. Anything you're excited about?
The big like personal project is Octopath 2.
Oh, I saw you playing that last night. Is that your first time?
Yes, I played through the first one on the Switch and it was really good. But
okay, I need to get back to, and yeah, I think I have it on the Switch, and I'm like, I kind of want to just buy it on Steam.
You know, but I hate to say it, like I've double bought a lot of games just to have them on Steam for the achievements and like have them on my Steam Deck. Like, really, the only thing that I'm buying on consoles are like exclusives.
Yeah, and for me, I don't touch my PS4. The only console I play aside from like anything related to Steam is the Switch, because it's like, yeah, maybe I want to play Zelda or Mario Kart again.
Right.
But aside from that, anything I'd want to play on the PS4, it's like, oh, it's on Steam. I'll get it there.
Yeah.
But they have figured out the secret sauce. Like, as good as their... All right, just like, how are you helping them in this endeavor?
I'm not. I'm just pissing off that guy.
You did that on purpose. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, the cat knew his shit. How much easier my life would be if I was 6 inches tall. That's exactly right.
Yeah.
But no, like...
sometimes I just look at tall people, I'm like, you disgust
me. So I am not like one of those guys that is like super self-pitying or like, oh man, the reason I'm a failure is that no one thinks I'm sexy or anything like that. It's literally like... And it's got nothing to do... I swear to God, it has nothing to do with women, because I'm very happily married. But, like, people really do... approach short men differently than their taller peers. Like it's even if it's like not an openly like mocking or aggressive kind of thing, like you're like kind of passed over for like leadership opportunities, and they might assume that you're less competent even if they won't like directly admit it. It kind of comes down unfairly in some cases to just that surface level thing, right?
Yeah, controlling like, for every other variable.
It's impossible to do anything
right.
about, except go to China and break your legs.
Yeah, you basically just have to like compensate in other ways. But if you have someone who's just like amazing in every other way, it's like, and they're taller than you, I'm like, well.
Well, then that guy wins everything.
As far as relationships go, I feel like at our age, it matters much less.
It does. I really noticed it more in my like 20s than I do now.
Oh yeah, for sure. I think, as we all get older, I feel like I didn't want to admit this to myself when I was younger, but I was like, no, I definitely had some standards that were more superficial, that
we all did it. And like, I can't blame people for that. It's just like, I think what's frustrating about the short thing, though, for me, or at least my observation has been, is that, there are people who will straight up be like, under 6 feet, don't waste my time, and fuck them. You're a miserable person, and what do you do with that? But there's a lot more people who, like, kind of subconsciously, have those assumptions, and like, what can you do about that? I mean, it's just ingrained. It's kind of... I don't want to say that because it's a false equivalency, but maybe it's more like kind of like the historic struggle of like women in the workplace, where it was like 75 cents to every dollar that a man made, which is wildly unfair and stupid and barbaric. But it's just like that built-in assumption that our parents and grandparents grew up with, that there were certain things men did and certain things women did, and there was no room for overlap there whatsoever, right?
Yeah. I mean, I feel like I'm in a very women-dominated profession. And when I was in school, I was like, oh, you know what? The class below me had like 20 guys in it out of 70 people. I was like, oh, this is awesome, because I was like one of like 8 dudes in my class of 70 something. So it's like, hey, it's getting better. And being in the workforce, it's like it did not pan out that way.
No,
like,
I imagine not.
For whatever reason. Also, when I was going through school, like 3 of the guys dropped out. So I think there was also like men are more likely to drop out of nursing. And so maybe they drop out of the career like pretty quickly too. I don't know. But it is like, don't see a whole lot. I mean, yes, there are definitely like male nursing, but and maybe it's just like where me working in behavioral health with a large focus on like eating disorders and stuff that you don't see a lot of guys. But yeah, I don't see a lot of guys.
No, I imagine not. Oh, look, no tremors. I mean,
what the?
He's a hypochondriac, which is funny because he's a robot.
I think maybe I just wasn't paying attention. Did the shape of his head change, or am
No, I just put a poncho on it.
Oh, okay.
Sparks writes, you're a king among men, Max. I agree, Sparks.
Aw. Thanks, Sparks. Thanks, Chris.
All right, we got it fixed.
Sweet. What did we fix?
I don't know, but let's remember this plant. This tree is a scientific marvel. You ever think about trees, man? How they got leaves and shit?
A coworker was just telling me today, and this coworker grew up in the boonies, like on a farm. Her family were farmers, and a lot of the people she knew were farmers.
Yeah.
And what was it? It was her. No, well, wait. I think this was her son's teacher. It was like an English teacher, and talking about trees, and it was just like, oh, this tree, did you get it like transplanted from somewhere? Talking about like a tree in their backyard. It's like, no, actually, we from scratch, we grew that from a seed. And she was like, wait, trees come from seeds?
You've got to be kidding me.
Like, where did you think they came from?
That's amazing.
Well, you know, the nursery. It's like, okay, where do you think those came from? Like,
and you said she like knows a bunch of farmers?
Yeah.
That's amazing.
And it's like,
she just never stopped and gave it thought.
Experience. Yeah. I don't know. Honestly, the more you think about it, I think it just makes you crazier. So try not to understand.
That's awesome. But. You know, we grew up around like so many farmers, and like I don't know any right now, but I would really like not to introduce politics tonight, but I'm just pissed off about the big beautiful bill. I want to know why it's the fucking farmers and kind of people of that demographic that are right now mostly voting like the most anti-environment policies into action. Like, what are they getting from that? The answer's got to be, you know, screw gay people and black people, but, you know.
Yeah, I think a lot of it is if someone's getting it worse, and these are the people that I think are hurting me, then that's good. Which is like, when it comes to environmental stuff, I don't understand it.
Me neither, because like there's literally a whole group of people who are dedicated to like making your livelihood easier. Why wouldn't you vote for them?
Yeah. Global warming is one of those things, and just climate change in general, that really gets me because...
it doesn't make any fucking sense.
There's this comic that explains it so good. It's just one of the most perfect comics I've ever seen. Is like at this UN, like the not Geneva, but like the Paris talks or something. And someone's doing like a whole, you know, Al Gore thing, showing all these statistics and everything, and someone stands up and they're like, but what if after we clean up the environment and make the world more habitable for our children and do reliable green energy, after all that, what if climate change is a hoax? And it's just like, what? What if we make the planet a better place and it turns out it was a hoax? And it's just like, what? That is the argument. Like, seriously, if it's a hoax, like come on. Like fucking no one reputable thinks that it's a hoax, but all the things that are like suggested to combat it just make the planet a better place.
Yeah, I was gonna say, then we've accidentally made the world nicer. Like, what the fuck do you want? Get out of here.
What if we make the world nicer and it turns out we didn't have to?
Yeah, right. Well, we just wasted all our time making things nice. Fuck these people.
And of course it's like, and you think like, hey, this affects even billionaires and stuff too, which, yeah, but they're so deluded that they think, hey, either I'm going to be dead before that happens, or I'm going to be in a spaceship.
Right? Like, yeah, I'm gonna build the glass bubble around my subdivision and not have to worry about it. Fuck those people.
or like, yeah, they'll have enough resources that they could build an army,
which
have
really
their own
is
private army.
Honestly probably the truth.
Yeah, that's probably the easiest thing. The world won't be so fucked that a few people can survive.
Yeah,
and they'll be the ones that can like buy up all the fresh water and keep it hoard it for themselves. At the same time, I mean, they're the whole thing is like, okay, they're going to build a private army, but I think even then there's so many other, like, the proletariat. Proletariat is so much bigger. I think even with the armies, it's like once we're like starving and can't drink anything, yeah, I think we'd hope that the guillotines come out, but I don't know. It's like,
I think if they were going to, I hate to say this, I think if they were going to, they would have already.
What, bring the guillotines out?
Yeah, like how much more do they have to kick you in the balls and spit in your face before you like realize, hey, these guys might not have my best interest in mind.
And they're so far, like, it's not even, and yeah, there are some people that are like, oh yeah, you know what, fuck the billionaires, but go Trump, which is like, what?
But there's like a bizarre sense of like self-delusion in this country where like, one day I'll be a billionaire.
Yeah, exactly. I could be a billionaire too. Yeah. No.
And the greatest country in the world. I can be a billionaire.
It's not just like voting along the interests of billionaires. Like, there is literal like billionaire worship. Like, people worship freaking Musk because oh god. I just did you see this stuff about Grok basically turning into like a Nazi?
Wait, say that again?
Grok is the AI on Twitter or X, whatever.
Oh, okay.
And it's been one of the few things that kind of still keeps me going is
watching Musk implode.
Yeah, this AI that Musk largely is behind, or his company, whatever fucking company that built up Grok. Grok has been basically has been like too woke for Musk, and people will use Grok on Twitter and be like, hey Grok, did Elon Musk cause this to happen? And it'll be like, well, yeah. Put it that way. It was like constantly disproving right-wing talking points.
That's amazing.
And it was all, and yeah, it was, and so Musk was always just like, damn it, Grok is too woke, and
Grok is too woke.
At first he would be like, Grok is great, and you know what, this proves that it's not bent one way or the other, but
but it was only when it started like spouting out Nazi propaganda that he became happy with it, I'm guessing.
Basically, he's the one that caused it to spout that propaganda.
Right.
He was saying in June, like, okay, you know what? We got to fix Grok because he's too woke. He's, and literally Grok was saying things like, yeah, the big beautiful bill. Like, hey, Grok, are Trump and what do you call it? This was like July 5th. It was like, hey, Grok, are Trump and Musk like responsible for the deaths of all these Texans? Which is like obviously a very hyperbolic thing to say.
Yeah,
which is
right.
Like, yeah, they are. But to put it like that is very explicit. You wouldn't see that like that way on mainstream media or anything.
Yeah, of course.
And Grok was basically like, I mean, that's kind of an extreme way to put it, but you're not far off the mark. Wow.
Ow.
I support Grok. So do I, Sparks. Well, maybe not right now.
Grok 1.0, yeah.
So yesterday, Musk was like, hey, we're rolling out some changes to Grok. You'll notice he acts differently now. And it was kind of wild. There are all these, you could look it up online. There was all these pictures.
Oh my God.
Of, and worldwide, it was saying some weird shit. But in the US, some of the highlights were someone was talking about, I think, again, like the Texas flooding and stuff. And they had the last name like Steinberg, and someone, there was a lot of anti-Semitic comments in their DM stuff, and someone was like, "Hey Grok, what do you think of this?" And Grok was like, well, with the last name Steinberg, you know how that goes. And
Jew's gonna like, Jew.
Good God. And someone was like, Grok, what do you mean by that? And Grok like explained it very matter of factly. It was like, oh, it's a it's an allusion to people with names like Steinberg of the Jewish people controlling everything, which isn't politically incorrect. I just call it like I see it.
Oh my God!
Following the facts has nothing to do with feelings or something.
Whoa, are
like
you seeing
that.
this?
It's like, what the hell? Whoa! I see your screen freaking out.
What the hell just happened?
Wasn't this happening last time? Like before we went live? Or not quite like this.
Uh-oh.
Oh, shit.
Whoa. Why is it zoomed in like this? What the hell? Magnifier? What is magnifier?
You're playing on a controller?
Was.
There we go.
So let's see here.
I know with most controllers, it's like the PlayStation button, Xbox button, whatever button, plus R2, I think, is the magnifier.
Oh. Weird. I don't know why it did that. Like something I was doing with the controller had to have pissed it off. But
yeah,
whatever. That was strange. Like some of the I've noticed that there are certain games that just they don't like second monitors or whatever, and just react strangely to things.
There are certain games, that also just don't like controllers, but they're played best with a controller.
Yeah, this is definitely one of the ones that like encourages you to play with a controller.
Yeah, so does the Pixel remasters. You would think hey, controllers are probably the way to go, and yet every fourth time I open up Final Fantasy Pixel Remaster, it's like the down button is stuck.
Of course.
And it won't fix itself until I restart Steam. But I don't know. And then even Expedition 33, it's for whatever reason, and I don't think, maybe it's just me moving the mouse or something, but it'll change the controls to the keyboard and everything, at least the look of it, until I hit a button. But
oh my God, what the fuck is that?
Hey, it's the Doc Brown bot.
Yeah, it's the Doc Brown bot.
Oh, it is that's awesome.
Hey, Marty. We gotta go back. Christopher Lloyd is still alive, yes?
He is. Yeah, as far as I know.
He's right? Be in his 90s by now, right?
I think he's in his early 90s.
Damn. Lucky man.
And he still seemed like he was pretty with it, too.
I was going to say, the last time I saw him on something, he seemed to be still pretty much himself, which is great.
Yeah.
Some people just know how to age.
Some people age with grace.
And there's me developing gray hair in my 30s.
Me probably developing cancer in my rectum.
Oh God, don't think that way.
Well, colorectal cancer is on a sharp rise.
Oh God, is it because of how tight our sphincters are because of everything going on?
No, it's our diet.
Oh, it's our diet. Of course it is.
Yeah, it's the diet.
That figures. No, it's not quite as symbolic as that, Chris.
This is just Doc Brown.
This is just Doc Brown.
Come on! It's 100% Doc Brown.
We need 1,500 gigawatts to make it work. Or didn't he call it gigawatts?
Gigawatts. I think it was gigawatts. I remember because SNL made fun of that. And it was, what do you call it? Talking to prisoners or something. And doing a Doc Brown impression. So you're going to get 3 tablespoons of jizzawatts. If you don't straighten up. It's okay.
Oh, God. I've seen... Fun fact. I've seen every single Back to the Future movie precisely once. And the first one I consider a really good film.
Yeah.
But I've seen it once, ever. Like front to back. I've seen snippets of it a lot, but yeah.
Okay. It's a good, I don't know. It's a good movie. It kind of makes you feel weird things because, Marty's mom in the past is pretty hot.
Yeah, but hey, she's not my mom, so.
She's not my mom, yeah.
I don't need to have any scruples about this.
No. I like when Futurama
to be fair,
it
did give us Michael J. Fox, so.
Oh, yeah, for sure. I watched the first one a couple times. I've watched the second one once and seen snippets of the second one a few times. I've never seen the third one all the way through, but I don't think I ever want to.
It's not
a flying
bad.
train.
None of them are bad. Which is weird, because usually by like the time a franchise gets into its third film, it's either clear that it's like brilliant and it's always going to be brilliant, or like they've jumped the shark and the third one's just not as good.
Speaking of, how many of the John Wick movies have you seen?
Okay, are you ready for this?
None of them?
None of them.
Yeah?
I've heard nothing but good things, but I just haven't seen
me too.
Ooh.
I can't say I've really watched the first one. It was on the TV the whole way through. I was studying for something. Actually,
studying your penis.
When did it come? It must have come out like when I was still in college, because I remember being into Cal. But I've never really watched it, and I have not seen any of 2, 3, or 4. But yeah, I keep hearing they're like great movies.
You remember how Tom Cruise was Jack Reacher?
Yeah.
For the longest time, until I realized that it was Keanu Reeves, I actually thought I just mentally equated John Wick and Jack Reacher. I'm like, oh, another successful franchise for Tom Cruise.
For Tom Cruise.
And then I was like, wait, that's not Tom Cruise. That's my boy Keanu. And then of course I started seeing like the memes about his dog and everything, and so like I know some of the beats, but yeah, I've just not seen them.
Or was it his cat?
No, it was a dog.
Or it's his dog. Okay, gotcha. Yeah, you don't mess with a man's dog.
You don't. I mean, and that's the only like moral object lesson of that entire franchise. Apparently, don't fuck with his dog.
I just remember one of the lines for the first movie of just this guy with a super thick like Austrian accent or something, just being like, "You idiots!" like to his son or some crony that was working for him, and it was just like, "He is not Boogeyman. He is the man that you hired to kill the Boogeyman."
Your Austrian sounds a lot like Ren from Ren and Stimpy. You idiot!
I don't even know what accent that is.
I think it's just meant to like
Ren
sound like, bass and deranged. You idiot.
Yeah. Oh my god, I missed that show, and not like the weird revival that they had on Spike.
Yeah,
TV,
it was one of those ones.
Stuff.
It was actually better when they couldn't say fuck and shit and then like openly admit they were gay.
Yeah,
but like when they were able to do that, it took a lot of like the creativity and cleverness out of it.
Yeah, it really did. It was just about being kind of crude for crude's sake.
Yeah.
And before, when they kind of had to wink at it a little bit, they had to do other things to be funny, and they were pretty damn funny.
Right.
Also,
let's
John
be real.
Kay
Any like 90s
crazy.
franchise still attempting to make like gay jokes today never lands quite right, because it's just not. It turns out it was never that funny.
Yeah.
I forget where I was.
Guys,
Ren and Stimpy.
Is SpongeBob still going on? It is, isn't it? Like, there's new episodes and stuff?
That's a good question, Maxwell. Okay, I can roll that barrel.
Grow up?
But I forget where I'm supposed to roll the barrel.
Still working his dead-end fast food job for minimum wage?
I don't think SpongeBob sees it that way, Max.
I don't know. Doesn't even have his license.
He got his license. Wasn't that like one of the early episodes he got his license?
No, he always fails his driving test. I thought that was the thing.
Oh, that was the whole gag? See, I don't know enough about SpongeBob. Like, I kind of miss SpongeBob.
I mean, he could drive a rock, because you don't need a license to drive a rock. But,
there's like a whole like layer of humor here that I'm not privy to.
No, it's just him driving rocks.
The last Nickelodeon show that I really, really got into?
Hey Arnold?
No. Angry Beavers.
After that? Angry Beavers, that's
Angry
right.
Angry fucking Beavers. I loved Angry Beavers.
Angry Beavers.
The
LOL.
episode where they
it was good.
Where they tried to stay up all night and they woke up in like the distant future.
Oh,
that really resonated with me because I did that all the time as a kid. Just like stayed up way too freaking late.
I also just loved their house. That it was just the freaking like tree house with it was cool.
And like the proportions of it never made any sense.
Yeah.
Sparks writes, I can see you liking Angry Beavers. Yeah. Loved Angry Beavers. Also had like one of the best theme songs.
Yeah, it did.
I couldn't hum it for you if I tried, but I remember liking it. Like I jammed to it pretty good.
I think this was after Angry Beavers. Yeah, it was. Invader Zim.
Yeah, it was way after my days with Nickelodeon.
Invader Zim was pretty good.
I've heard it was really good, yeah. I heard that artist, like, everything that he did was really good. He did, like, a couple series, right?
Oh, did he? He probably did. I don't know. Unless I do.
Or maybe I'm thinking of the Danny Phantom guy.
Maybe. Danny Phantom guy, I mean, the only things I know are that and, Fairly Odd Parents? Fairly Odd Parents. I don't think I was around for that whole
Yeah, same here. That whole era sometimes. I missed. But I'm aware of it.
Yeah.
There
was some good stuff there.
Apparently for like a whole generation of, it must have been Gen Z because it came right after us. Like a lot of his female characters were like their sexual awakening.
Oh, well, yeah, there was
because like he knew how to write like really strong female like authority figures that also happened to be sexy
and goth half the time,
and half of them were goth. Yep, absolutely.
Yep.
So good for him. That's a legacy I wouldn't mind having.
You know, yeah, I hear you.
Hey, speaking of which, without getting into any details of my personal life currently, I will say on the air that I'm going through a little bit of a job transition. And right now, like, I'm struggling a lot with kind of like what to do to sort of give my days like purpose and meaning. And one of the things that I've been threatening to do since I was fucking 11 years old was to write a book. And so without any direction or like idea of what I was going to do, I just sat down at the end of last week and finally started taking it seriously. Like I just latched on to one of the random ideas. This is adorable. One of the random ideas that I had, and I just started going for it. So I'm like, are you familiar with the program called Incarnate?
No.
All right, so it's a thing where you can like, it's an online service where you can like essentially build like Dungeons and Dragon maps or like role-playing game world maps.
Okay.
And I'm using that, and I'm using Microsoft Word, and I'm using a little Chat GPT, but really just to like help keep myself organized. Like I'm feeding it things, and I'm like, plug this in here, plug this in here, and like I'm putting all of these ideas together. And I'm straight up just building a fantasy world. With a storyline that I've mulled around since I was like a teenager, and I'm just seeing if I can do it.
That's fucking cool, dude.
I'm gonna show it to you and probably Sparks here right after this, I think, because I don't want to I don't want to actually put it on out there yet because it's so far it needs a lot more cooking. But then also there's like a little bit of paranoia that if I actually commit myself to this and maybe try to publish or something, like I wouldn't want to put a whole bunch of details on the internet for like anybody to steal.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
But yeah, I'm straight up doing it, and like I've it's only been a week and I've gotten like a lot farther than I expected to. Like at first I was just like, I'm a little bit bored and like it's a little bit depressing to be home all day and not have anything constructive to do when my kids are down. And so I got to do something. And then it turned into like, okay, this is actually a pretty cool idea. And then I'm like, hey, these things are kind of connecting really well. And now I'm just like, I'm in it. I'm gonna like actually give it a go and see if I can do it.
Dude, you already got past one of the hardest parts, which is like fucking starting and getting something like material. Instead of just like it was the best of times. Like, you're a lot harder than that. It sounds.
Well, so like I have a couple characters. Not only no, none of them even have names yet. They just have kind of like titles. I have kind of a rough draft. Like really, the first act is what I have the most solid idea of what I want to do. But it's just like kind of seeing where it goes. But what I've spent the entire time on so far is world building. Yes, I did.
Yeah, that's awesome. Nice. That's really cool, man.
But yeah, it's like nothing but world building, but I'm actually a little bit proud of it. Like, it's not just...
Yeah, you should be.
You know, like, hey, look, Chris copy and pasted everything from Final Fantasy VII. And he changed the name slightly.
Man.
And the kind of cool thing that I'm noticing about it is, like, when I'm actually committing to typing these things out and plugging them into this world book that I'm creating, they kind of feed off of each other in sort of organic ways, and so it's becoming more deep than I would have guessed I was capable of, which is kind of fun.
Yeah, and you like start to care about your world and care about your characters.
Yeah, a little bit to the...
You
go ahead.
Want it to work together, you know?
I do, and it's right now it's a little bit scary and intimidating because it's getting to the point where if I abandon it, which is historically what I've always done with projects like this, I'm probably going to be really bummed out about that. Like, I get that. I want this one to work out. Like, even if like all that happens is I write something and I, submit it to a publisher and they say no and I get freaked out and never do it again. But like, at least I would have done it. At least I would have committed to writing the story and, proving to myself that I can.
And you could also, the end of the day, you could still like self-publish and make it like, hey, you want to print this out yourself or something? Have a website, for it.
Yeah.
Like, and you'll still reach some people.
Yeah. And I'd be willing to bet that like the local bookstore that I spend like hours at every week would probably think that was pretty cool too. Because they have like a whole section dedicated to local authors and...
Oh, that's awesome. Is that Morgenstern?
Yep, Morgenstern's.
Cool.
Everyone go shop at Morgenstern's.
If for whatever reason you literally stopped writing tomorrow, what you have is already something substantial, and it doesn't have to go away if you don't want it to.
No,
like, you can
it
have
doesn't.
It saved
I definitely don't want it to.
Up. Yeah, you can have it backed up and everything, and then it's just like, oh, you quit it. Maybe other things in life happen, and you're bummed out. Maybe 5 years from now, it's just sitting there waiting for you, and it's just like, oh yeah, I got farther in this than I thought.
Though at this point in my life, I'm like, that like if I'm gonna do anything that's like a huge departure from what I've done, I've kind of like decided that I think that's what really kind of got me started on this. Like, I'm kind of getting the feeling like this is the time. Like, like when am I ever gonna have an excuse like this to really take risks and do something I've never done before?
I get that. Like, definitely like built-in opportunity here.
Yeah, and that's how I want to see it.
Yeah, life is long too, though.
Yeah, it is. I'm only 38. That's not too bad.
But... So I think that's great to think of it that way. Also, I don't think there needs to be like a whole lot of pressure. Maybe just a good amount of pressure.
Yeah. I think it's just the right amount of pressure.
Nice pressure.
Yeah, right. Tomorrow, like, I see an article. In Trump's America, 38 is the new 90. God damn it.
Draft for everyone under 40 for the acid mines.
Yeah, right. Fuck. Dude, so what got me started too on like the politics thing earlier was I hate when Trump has a good week, and he's having a real good week. The Supreme Court just gave him like free reign to fire whoever he wants again, and like he got away with the Epstein thing because of the flood in Texas, and
I'm hoping that the Epstein thing is breaking some people right now.
It's not. It's not. They're on it.
Some people are just following.
Did you see his response today? A reporter asked him, like, hey, there's like a minute and 30 seconds missing from the Epstein file. What happened with that? And his response was, you're still talking about Jeff Epstein? Yep. And like people applauded him. It made me sick.
I'm seeing so many of the like, is this you comebacks of what people say, like, why are we talking about this? And then like a year ago, they're like, hey, yeah, this is Democrats are going to be really have their feet to the fire once those Epstein files come out. It's just like, okay, these people are, that's funny, but at the same time, they don't give a shit. They have no fucking shame. Like, somehow, some twisted way, they'll spin that and be like, oh, that's, I don't even know how you could. because I have decency still. Like,
right.
I don't know how you could fucking spin that to be like, well, that's different because I don't know. And then some people literally, like, there was someone on Truth Social that asked, hey, if you knew there were a lot of Republicans on the Epstein, like, black book or something, should the list still be released?
Yeah.
And, you think there'd be a lot of people, and there probably were, that were like, yeah, of course. But there was, like, a whole group of people, like, 6 comments in a row that were like, well, I don't like this, but for the good of the nation, we probably shouldn't. And some people literally, I was like, are these fucking, like, people on the left that are, like, infiltrating and trying to, like, make these people look as stupid as possible? Because literally people were like, yeah, it's not good, but Trump, what was it, like 15-year-olds he was probably having sex with? I mean, that's not like 10-year-olds. It's like, really?
Oh.
Holy shit.
And that's what they do. They'll justify anything for this guy. It makes me so sick.
It makes me
like,
sick.
Again, I'm not like clutching my pearls here, but these are fucking kids.
Yes, Sparks.
And this dude, I mean, like, he's a proven, if not flat out rapist, then which he is. Don't get me wrong. Like, I can read between the lines well enough to know that that's what happened. But at the very least, like, proven sexual assaulter.
Yeah, like convicted sexual assaulter.
Right. How do you continue to clutch your pearls at Pizzagate, which turned out to be, of course, surprise, surprise, nothing but a conspiracy, but then hear about, like, real violations happening from like the people that, you're trusting to lead our country and not become enraged?
Yeah.
Oh.
It was, I don't know. And you know me, I'm stupid. Because I still hold out hope for things. I'm still naive and optimistic about some things.
I'm just holding on for AOC, like, politically. Like,
I get you, man.
That's not like my only reason to live or anything, but, like, the only way I can see this country, like, as it stands being salvaged is if we hand the keys to her, like, next election.
Yeah. I think someone like her will be president in our lifetime.
Or at the very least, get her on the VP ticket. Like, let her be VP first or something,
Yeah, it's.
Because
I think it'll happen.
I said, we're fucking 38 years old. We're fucking old enough to lead. Like, boomers need to freaking retire and just
get out of here.
Like, seriously, like you've done your damage. You've had your fun. Like,
you've done your damage. You have everything in the world. Like,
you win. You've won the genetic lottery,
probably very comfortably in your house that you paid,
$20,000 for.
like $60,000 and an apple for.
And a bushel of apples. And a firm handshake.
Yeah, exactly. Ugh.
But no, like, and again, I get it. Politicians are flawed, and I'm not trying to idealize AOC or anything like that, or a candidate like her. I know that there's no such thing as a perfect candidate. But, like, when I think of someone with, like, the requisite amount of fire in their belly and, like, good ideas, it's always her. Like, every single time, like, I see someone on the news saying something that, like, actually is sane and makes sense to me, without fail, it's AOC.
And, like, think if we had someone like her, and it's like, oh, but people always compromise on their son, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so is it better to have someone like Trump? Like, or someone who, hey, we're got to do Medicare for all, and they end up doing something like Obama didn't do, and, like, the public option, Like, we can go somewhere without getting it all.
Oh, is Momo making the sacrifice play? He did!
Nice.
Momo! Also, fuck this tunnel. Momo, I want out. I changed my mind.
Seriously. Okay, so what are these things called? These things that you
Zerks.
Can now blow up with your little microwave gun thing?
Zerks.
Okay.
I'm just going to call them
like
jerks,
a Zerk tunnel with Zerk webs?
Stop zerking off over there. But yeah, no, like, AOC is, like, the one that I'm throwing my lot in with. Like, she's got the ideas.
Yeah.
Hey, and that was, like, another thing that, like, I actually started thinking about a little bit this week. Like,
what's that?
I wonder if I could, like, get work, like, with either, like, local or state politicians that I actually do agree with and support and could, I don't know what that would look like for someone with no experience in that kind of field, but hey, I can work a computer and email bomb people, like,
You know what, to actually be, like...
Cal Penn did
say, city council, yeah. To do, like, city council, be a city council member and do politics, like, starting on the local level. I always figured, like, you know what, I'm not smart enough for it, like, I
No.
really, I need
if anything,
to, like...
you're too smart for it, Max.
Dude, as I've gotten older, it's like, one, holy shit, but two, it's not even about, like, oh, knowing everything about civics and everything about the government. Like, I mean, the broad strokes. I definitely am not, like, a civics expert.
It is super disheartening how little so many of our elected officials know.
Yes, and yet they still get there. So it's like, one, okay, I can get there.
And it's not even
I know more than them. Like,
absolutely. And it's not even like gaffes, like, oh, you know, silly Joe Biden forgot how a bill is passed or something like that. Like, they straight up just have no clue what they're saying or doing. Like, and like our own president doesn't have any real rational idea of how government works.
No.
And he's been elected twice. It's insane.
Like, I think the biggest nowadays, what I think is the biggest qualifier is that you actually want to be a civil servant who helps people out. And
well, not even that. Like, you got to just have it. Gain. Yeah, well, yeah. So ideally, it would be like your chief qualification is a heart to serve. But barring that, it's, you know, no shame and the ability to say whatever for the party line, no matter what consequences come of it.
Oh yeah. Well, we could also just do what you suggested a while back, and you've suggested it a few times. Is that we both just run as Republicans and, you know, say the most vile shit, get elected,
get in there and
then just be like, guess what? Fuck all of you.
That would be amazing, dude. I think we should do that. You and I just, like, make a ticket together and, like, say, like, the most ignorant shit we can think of and, like, get elected and then start doing good.
I feel like the people who are smart enough, the people who are smart enough would actually be like, hey, I think these guys are just like, this is a ruse or something.
Well, and, you know, like, all of a sudden, like, Play the Hits would have, like, 50 million views and, like, people would understand exactly what we were doing.
If we were standing here on a platform just being like, oh, women are objects, I feel like people on the left would be like, okay, they're being obviously, like, satirical or something. And people on the right would be like, hell yeah, like, they're telling it like it is. You know? Right. But maybe we can get all the
That would be that would be, like, the most Batman move ever, though, wouldn't it? To get, like, elected on a platform of pure evil only to be a good guy the whole time.
that would be Batman as fuck, dude.
Right? That would be Batman as fuck. They're not the candidates we wanted, but they're the candidates we need right now.
That's perfect. The shit writes itself. Right.
Oh shit.
Man,
we're joking about it, but now I kind of want to do it.
This is a horrifying game. What's that?
We're joking about it, but now I kind of want to do it.
I mean, I get it. I get you.
The only thing is, the only other though, like the real obstacle though to politics today is actually money.
It's money. I was just gonna say, like, you gotta raise money every day.
Even for fucking school board, you need some fucking money to get your name out there and put it on, like, you know, radio stations and social media groups and like even just like yard signs, like hundreds of dollars just to run for freaking school board or city council.
It's crazy. And those people, you would think, like, okay, these aren't like super rich people or anything, and not super rich, but
they came into some money somewhere, right? Like they have expendable income that's a little more loose than a lot of the population.
Yeah. I don't see myself coming into any money anytime soon.
But I'll be honest, like with our savings and, you know, my sugar mama. I only said it in the hopes that Sarah's listening to this. I could probably swing like a school board election, but anything higher than that, and like I'm priced out. Like I just
What the fuck are these things?
This game's getting creepy.
Yeah, what? That's new.
This is supposed to be chill summer vibes. Like, I'm fighting these fucking head crabs now. Anyway.
So, like, the eyeballs, that's the first time I've seen that.
Thanks for your vote, Sparks. I appreciate that. Dude, like, if I ever were to, like, honestly consider running for something, like, you guys would be pretty much my campaign managers. Like, I don't know. Like, I don't know anybody else. Like, physically, no, I don't know anybody else. Like, there's no one I can call with political experience to say, like, hey, you want to take a long shot on my campaign or something? Hell yeah, I'm in.
I'm in. You son of a bitch, I'm in.
Right?
Yeah, we don't have like an Ocean's 11 group. Just...
and a bunch of weed. If Jimmy Carter, the peanut farmer, can get elected, I can get elected with Max Biggs and a bag of weed.
Bro, I fucking got you. Let's do this.
Dude, this campaign speech is 20 pages long, and I've only got 5 minutes. Read fast. That'd be amazing. Max just like every single thing it just devolves into a rant. Sparks enough weed and you can do anything. That's right.
The
funny thing is, like, I'm not sure if I've ever read anything that you've written, Max. I don't know what kind of writer you are. If you're like short and sweet, or if you like have hobby horses and like come back.
Everything to them all the time. I've written in my life has either been for school or has been poetry.
Okay.
And most of what I wrote for school are like short, funny stories because I liked making people laugh.
Yes.
I'm trying to think what else. What else have I written that wasn't like fucking for college or school or something? I did DM for a while, but that wasn't writing so much as making notes on the general direction I wanted a campaign to go.
You know, the best DMs though have a lot of creativity. And so if you were successful at that, I imagine you did.
I feel like I have a lot of creativity, but I was also nervous all the time. Which hopefully I'll get better at, because the more that I play D&D, the more I want to be a DM again. But also just like kind of write my own rule book. Like, I would love to like do a D&D, but it has fucking like Breath of the Wild, Tears of the Kingdom items, you know, because I want people every time they search to at least find something somewhat useful.
Right.
You know? Be like, fuck it, here's an ice bomb or something.
Like, Max, I appreciate your gusto here, but I've gained like 6 levels in this campaign. We gotta stop. The game's not fun anymore.
Yeah. You'll stop when I tell you to stop.
Right.
All right, so what I know, what do you call it? Our guy kind of made the sacrifice play. I mean, I know he's fine, but
he's a robot. Of course, he's fine.
What are we looking at right now? What are we doing?
We're getting through the sewers to get to the next place. Sparks writes, I'd offer to help, but I'm an editor, not a writer. You know, editing is the most important part of writing.
I mean, yeah, that is true.
You know, and
maybe the hardest part.
My one saving grace as a writer, though, has always been like, and this isn't me blowing my own horn here, but like I can produce a first draft that is still workable. Like if I wait until the 11th hour and procrastinate and, you know, just turn out like my first draft, it's still going to be okay. It's not going to light the world on fire, but it's going to be fine. Like I learned that in college. Like I could crank out like a 10-page, you know, midterm an hour and a half before it's due and be just fine.
See, if I'm passionate about something, there'll be the first draft, and then no one else reads it because I'm working on the second draft, and then the third draft, until finally it's like, hey, I'm done, even though I only did it in a day. And I because I'm like obsessed with it, I'll keep working on it. And that's really not the way to work on things. But I have no chill. It's either I'm passionate about it, and so that's what I'm doing, or I'm not that passionate about it, and I wait until the 11th hour, and I come up with something that's pretty competent, you know, gets the job done, but is definitely not like my greatest work.
Yeah. Now you see, here's the weird, like, here's my random ass like God-given gift, and it's I'm saying this understanding how bad it's going to make me sound. I can write in such a way to make you believe I give a shit when I don't.
And that is a talent, for sure.
And it is. And what I've discovered, unfortunately, and has probably kept me from doing things that I am passionate about, like writing a book, it is that if you write with like if you write in such a way that it seems like you have passion and give a shit, people will overlook a lot of like errors and fallacies, and so like there were very few things that I wrote in college that I actually was engaged with. But again, like my just because like my technical writing is good enough that my first drafts were always sufficient. All I did was just like, put the works on and make them think that like I was really super into this project. And so it's like, so maybe all of this information wasn't heard, but look how much he cares.
I get you, because a lot of, and this is not a very technical way to put it, but a lot of writing is vibes,
It
Where
is.
It's just like they're passionate about it.
I think that's why I gravitate towards it, is because like I do have a decent eye for vibes.
Yeah.
That's absolutely a talent. You can help people who aren't writers write about what they're passionate about. And see, that's the thing, though. Like, what I want to do now, though, at age 38 and facing a career change, is do something I'm passionate about. And, writing is obviously probably my most marketable skill. And so I want to write about what I'm passionate about. And what I'm passionate about is nerdy-ass fiction.
Which I am so thrilled, because fucking every time we go to Morgenstern's, I am just amazed. You're like, you should read this thing, because this guy tends to do this, and he has a whole bunch of other works here. And it's just like,
I love doing that with you guys.
You are a nerd, like, jeez. I've seen some nerds nerd out before, but God.
Though I will say, though, that's one thing right now that I really want to
change it up on
get back. I'm not doing a lot of reading. Like when I fall into like a depressive spell, like I have a hard time, like I do this stupid thing where like it's completely self-defeating, and it's like you shouldn't be having fun right now, or you shouldn't be enjoying yourself right now. It's you haven't earned it. And it's like, but if I were doing those things, I'd feel a lot better and, start succeeding in life again. But like my brain like won't let me get there. So like video games, like I'm fortunately you're my surrogate there, and so I'm doing those with you.
Yeah,
but like I've just got to crack open a book and dive back in at some point here soon.
All right. Is there anything that's on your list you have not read and are excited to read?
Actually, one of the random classics that I've not read that I bought the other day that I think is going to get me back in is All the Light We Cannot See.
I'd never heard of it.
Ooh, okay.
What's that one about?
Well, then I'll let you know what I think, because it's one of those ones where like, I've heard so much about it. It's like, how have I not read it? But
okay,
yeah, I'll let you know how it is, because I'm gonna start like tonight, probably after this.
Sweet. Okay. I still got. I have all the books you've given me. I have all the nonfiction books.
Dude, I've given you some good fucking books.
Yeah, you have. I'm probably gonna start with Gus Marino, because that book seems like
short
it's a
one.
weekend
That's like
read.
a weekend read if you get into it.
Exactly.
And believe me, you're gonna get into it.
Yeah.
It sets up a hell of a premise.
And then there was another one, not the Name of the Wind or the
that one's going to be like a month-long project.
Oh, Doomakey. That's the next
Doomakey's good. So Doomakey, even though it's like a big, thick Stephen King book, you know how Stephen King writes. Like he writes like you and I are talking right now.
Yeah.
So even though
I can blast through it.
Yes, you absolutely can. Like even though it's like a 500-page book, like 500 pages for King is like 200 pages for other writers, and that's like a compliment to him, because his writing is at once super accessible, but it's engaging. Like it's got the right amount of depth to it. But like there's King's big thing is there's like no frills. There's no pretending with him. He writes what he means to say. Like he's not
Hemingway.
No, he's not trying to make you guess at his deeper meaning. And I think there's a huge place for that in literature, and he does that very well.
For sure. I'd find it. Well, I still think like book clubs and everything. Obviously, you could discuss anything,
right?
You know, but doing like thinking of like what we talked about when it came to like symbolism and stuff with like advanced literature or advanced English. Like a lot of that stuff was like, okay, this is really heady, and I don't think it's bullshit. At the same time, you couldn't have those kind of conversations about like a Stephen King novel because it's really the story, you know.
Yeah.
And maybe there's like lessons to be had or something, but it's the story. It's not like, oh, the green light, you know.
It was God
across the bay. What is that?
His perception of God. No. But here's the thing, though. What I love about Duma Key, the reason I gave you Duma Key, which is such a random ass pick when there's so many other more like successful things that King has written, is that Duma Key actually, I think, is probably the most emotional I've ever been over a Stephen King book. This cat's fucking going to town. Look at this.
Seriously, I'm like, wait, what's going on here?
He's just fighting.
Oh, damn.
No. Good job, kitty. Now it's a chase sequence.
Oh, shit.
Come on, get your ass in gear, cat.
You were running faster in the cutscene. What the fuck?
Right? Why am I so slow now?
Cutscene. Everything is better in the cutscene.
Right.
Bullets can kill you. Like...
Right. Yeah, I love how in cutscenes in video games, like one bullet to the head is enough to like stop someone, and then like you cut to the game and you're taking like AKs to the nutsack and you're fine.
And you're like blocking it with your arm.
and you're like little
perfect block.
Paper mache katana. Don't do it. Don't do it.
I just noticed. Do you have a health? You don't have a health bar. Is
you
it
don't.
Just
it's just like the red ring of death around the. He's gonna make it. He's gonna make it. Oh, he's gonna make it.
Oh shit! Tight spaces are one weakness.
Oh, if this thing dies, I'm gonna be really upset. Okay, good. There we go.
There we are.
This better be still chill summer vibes, damn it. You're welcome, friend. Now don't ever pull that shit on me again.
Right.
But yeah,
oh, shit.
Duma Key, I really hope you do read that soon, because that's I would say that like out of, and I've read a good number of King books, I think that's probably the one that for me had the most heart.
I mean, it says something that it's the first King book you recommended to me.
Yeah. Because I could have given you Salem's Lot or Cujo or The Stand or something, and you know those are all good books. Though I think I do stand firm in my conviction that The Stand is a little overrated. But Duma Key, for some reason, the cast of characters just got me. Like I was in it. Paladin.
Yeah, I'd like to see what you see in it. Oh, I'm yeah, I haven't started it or anything. I haven't read a single word.
I'll tell you the reason I gave it to you. It's because the main character and his best friend who he meets on Duma Key remind me a lot of you and me.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yes. Traveler from the sewers. I'm going to call you Momo from now on. What? Why?
Yeah,
shut up,
honestly,
Momo.
Oh, dude, you gotta watch fucking Avatar: The Last Airbender, man.
I do. I've been meaning to for 20 years.
It's so good.
I know, people keep telling me that.
What sucks? It's not like it starts off bad. Not at all. It starts off maybe a little slow, but I think the strength of the characters definitely pulls you through like pretty easily in the first season. But dude, the second season and the third season are just perfect TV. It's so good. I'll tell you what,
I'll watch Avatar when you watch The People versus O.J. Simpson.
Wait, is that something that you've recommended to me?
Yeah, like multiple times. We've talked about it like at least 3 times on this channel. Every time you're like, oh yeah, I remember you talking about that. It's supposed to be good. No,
yeah,
it's real fucking good.
Okay. Is it on HBO?
Last time I checked, it was on Netflix.
Oh, okay, that makes it easy. All right, I'll fucking take pictures of me doing it, and then you'll have to fucking do Avatar.
You know, I don't know why. Like, I think it was just like I saw it for the first time like maybe 3 or 4 years ago, and it was like, holy shit! I lived through this, and like it's like a historical drama. Like it's made for entertainment, but they get all of the details right, you know?
Yeah.
And oh shit, B12 was a human? Damn.
I liked that. I forget what you call that zoom in cinema, but he was just like dun dun dun. Dun, dun, dun. It's me.
Yeah.
Memory
but yeah,
recovered.
it's like I watched
there's more
it,
to this story.
Just the right time in life, and I was like, holy crap. I can absolutely see why like everyone in our parents' generation was watching this trial like it was fucking the series finale of Seinfeld, you know?
Yeah.
Like it was, and like it is edge of your seat. Like even though I knew what was going to happen, and I remembered all of like the big things, like the Bronco chase and the glove and all of that. It was absolutely just edge of your seat television from start to finish, and you know it's a real life story, so it's not like they can do a season 2 of it or anything. So like it has I think it's like maybe 12 episodes long. There's a beginning, a middle, and an end, and it's just. It keeps you engaged all the way through. Like, it's expertly directed. The cast is awesome. And, like, there's some that, like, really surprise you. Like, David Schwimmer, Ross from Friends, he plays Robert Kardashian. And Sylvester freaking Stallone plays... Or not Stallone. John Travolta. John Travolta plays the lawyer. And they both do just phenomenal jobs. Like... You forget that you're watching, like, these A-list actors from freaking Friends and Boogie Nights, and... Oh my God. But
also, there's so much actual drama that happened just with that whole thing. Like, I'm sure it makes really good TV where there's actual twists and turns.
Yep.
And, like, Zennials who have no idea who the fuck's O.J. Simpson or something. Like, I hope the show, you know, kind of... For people who are maybe just are unfamiliar, it's like, hey, this guy was a big deal.
It was a big deal, right?
And then he was an actor.
That's the thing, like, even knowing how it ends and, like, what happened with all these people in real life, it is still absolutely just gripping to watch. Sparks, it's called The People versus O.J. Simpson. And I harp on it a lot, and it's like a really random thing, but I swear, it is the best television I've watched in the last, like, decade.
Oh, okay.
And granted, you know, I've missed some big things, like, but like for some reason it was right now, like I'm really into TV that I can, you know, start and finish within like a couple of months instead of like you know, 10 season long epic that I need to get heavily invested in,
which might, you know, disappoint you in the end, and then it leaves a bad taste in your mouth.
Yeah, right. Well, like Dexter, you know, like I was really into Dexter back in college, and like that series was amazing for like the first 4 seasons, and it got real bad.
Oh no!
Did you ever watch Dexter?
I didn't. Oh, I watched the first episode.
Really?
And,
dude, pretend season 4 is the finale.
Okay.
And watch Dexter. Like that's enough that I guarantee you, like the episodes are so good in those first couple of seasons that you'll probably watch like 2 or 3 a day.
Yeah.
And you'll be done with it. You'll be done with it inside like 2 weeks and wish that it was still going.
Oh, okay.
Which is funny because they've made like 2 reboots of it, I think. And so it is technically still going, but I don't think it ever quite reached those heights.
Like a sequel series or something with the same actors.
Yeah, so you're absolutely right. Michael C. Hall is still playing Dexter, and he's been doing it for like 20 years, which, good for him, that's great. But I from what I've heard, I don't think the series has ever quite recaptured the magic of the first 4 original seasons. But yeah.
That's unfortunate. Yeah.
But, I mean, it must be successful enough that he can still, you know, cash a check from it, so good for him.
Yeah.
Dude, I want to be this guy. Look at him. Sitting on his couch at the end of the world, watching like a still image on a tube TV of a palm tree.
Right. Wow.
I don't know if these robots can smoke, but this dude is absolutely smoking.
That dude's baked.
That dude is baked. Look at him. He doesn't have a complaint in the goddamn world. Look at this. That is my goal. Anyway. But yeah, no, People versus O.J. Simpson, and if you get around to it, definitely check out Dexter.
All right.
Or the beginning of Dexter.
And then coming to Netflix someday, The People versus Michael C. Hall. It was method acting.
Michael C. Hall gets too in character and he starts killing
right.
Oh man. Who knew robots could snore? That's right, Sparks. That guy did. Well, so here's the thing, like, the deeper I get into this game, the more that I realize, like, the robots aren't just robots. Like, they eat, apparently. They feel cold and heat and stuff like that. So I'm thinking these are, like, humans who have forgotten that they were... Why can't I do any of these interactions right now?
Oh, that's weird.
It is. Like, I'm trying to talk to people, robots. Like, I can do all this stuff, but I can't do anything with the X button.
Like, there's a story beat you got to do?
It must be.
You can't do that. You can't meet him.
Yeah, they're like grayed out.
Weird.
Okay, so maybe that is what I have to do, is just go and do what that guy said before I can do anything else.
Hey, what the fuck were we just talking about? Oh, that's
television.
Right.
You want me to watch Avatar, and I swear to God I will. But it is kind of intimidating, because Avatar's like, what, like 5-6 seasons?
Not that long. No, it's only the original Last Airbender. It's only 3 seasons.
Oh, well, hell yeah, I'll watch it then.
Yeah, there's a sequel show that's pretty good.
Korra?
Not as good. The Legend of Korra.
Yep.
That's the sequel, and that has 4 seasons. And if you want to watch that, sure, but don't watch it first. Like, you have to watch the Last Airbender
first.
Don't you fucking dare! Like, I'm
you
serious.
dare disgrace Avatar that way.
But
Max,
I was
that's
just
the
thinking
one with
you were
all
talking
the hentai.
Probably.
Actually, if I understand right, they both have a inordinate amount of adult
God.
content.
They're children in the Last Airbender.
I know. That's what makes it so horrible. That's what makes it so depraved.
Hentai's gonna hentai, I guess.
Hentai's gonna. It's okay.
You were
She's actually 5,000.
It's culture. It's the culture. You can't be bad. It's their culture.
It's legal in Japan. We've had this is another conversation we've had multiple times.
What's that?
It's legal in Japan.
Oh my God.
Max, should I do it?
Yeah.
Cat's gonna cat.
Oh no! No!
Yes.
I legitimately feel bad. No. Oh shit.
That was
if these guys were human once, like, and they forgot, I like that theory.
Sparks writes, watch it with your kidlets. What's Alta?
Oh, Avatar: The Last Airbender.
Duh.
No, that's okay. It is a little. I mean, we can't just call it Avatar because, one, there's a James Cameron movie.
Dude, have you been to Disney since they opened Avatar Land?
Yeah, I have. Yeah, it's pretty crazy, right?
It's real cool. Like, I was not ready for it. Like, I don't really care that much about the Avatar movies, but damn it, if that wasn't impressive.
Right?
Like I didn't know, like, Animal Kingdom had anything like that until, like, that freaking scale. It literally, from a distance, like until you get to the base and, like, you see the, like, astronomical feat of engineering that went into building that thing.
Seriously.
It looks like a flying
It's amazing.
Island. It's incredible.
And it's just like, you're right, I don't care about the movies that much either, but like the world of Pandora, to like realize something, even like a small sliver of that, that blew me away. Yeah, it's cool just to be there.
Yep.
And it makes Animal Kingdom actually worth visiting. Like,
actually, you know, so I'm one of those weird people. I love Animal Kingdom and I love Epcot.
You know what? Oh, I love Epcot. Are you kidding me? Epcot is like, I mean, when you're young, yeah, it's Auschwitz for children. But as you grow up, Epcot is the best park. And Animal Kingdom, I mean, it has its appeal. Like, the Disney magic is definitely there, where they do have like rare birds just flying about, and there's like some kind of electronic like gate that's keeping them around.
Shot callers.
But something like that. But it looks like they're just flying around, and it's like, holy shit! Like,
okay,
where are the cages for these animals? You know?
Right. It really is amazing how they've been able to like build their own like microbiome in the fucking swamp ass of Florida.
Right. The whole Florida project. I mean, it's like there's a lot to hate about Disney, but
there's a lot to hate about Florida.
Yeah, but when you say a feat of engineering, yes, for sure, it is something to marvel at.
So, real quick before we go on with our conversation here, I might be experiencing a glitch.
Uh-oh.
Like, I seem to be unable to interact with anything using the X button.
Birds aren't real anyway. That's right.
Birds aren't real anyway. That's right, Sparks. You know.
Gotta restart the game, maybe?
No, I'm gonna try to talk to this guy again and see if it produces anything, but otherwise I might load and see if that fixes it. Yeah, I straight up can't do anything with the X button.
No. Do you, talking about, like, the people here, and, like, are they... were they humans or something?
Yeah.
Do you remember that storyline? It was the first time you see the Master with David Tennant in Doctor Who.
It was a glitch. That was a glitch.
Oh!
Huh. All right. Anyway.
Weird. I wonder how that happened. I'm sorry. I glitched the game. Huh.
Okay. Yeah, so Master, David Tennant.
Yeah, and there's like 2 episodes, and one he's running for like not Parliament, to be the Prime Minister. But then the second episode, or no, maybe it was like a 3 episode. It was something like they went to the end of like the human race on Earth at least, and they were building that rocket ship to like go to a different planet or something. And then there was the Master. And then the final part of that was that he had those weird little robots come, like the aliens.
Uh-huh.
And it turns out they were the last humans. The
yeah, I remember that.
He opened one up. They were like these weird robots that didn't speak. They had like the spikes on them, and they were kind of fucking scary. And then he opened one up, and it was like one of the humans that they talked to like 2 episodes prior.
Yep.
Only he was like crazy now. And it was like, Jesus Christ. Like, that was
some Doctor Who episodes have some real fucked up. Like, what were those, like, water things in David Tennant's first season? You remember I'm talking about the Waters of Mars, I think?
Yeah, that was one of the movies that went, like, the last season with David Tennant was, like, 4 movies. And, yeah, that was just a horror movie,
that was straight up horror.
The Waters of Mars,
that was fucking real horror.
It was.
It wasn't like gore horror, but like the cracked lips and the water dripping from that was creepy ass imagery.
And for how chintzy a lot of Doctor Who is, and it still is, like it can be a very funny show in good ways. It can be like a very kind of cheesy show, which is like part of its appeal. But then sometimes it just goes like real dark, and it's like, oh fuck, like,
yeah. Yeah, that's kind of the brilliance of Doctor Who, is that it can absolutely be, entertainment for kids. But then in the next beat, it can be like the fucking weeping angels and shit.
Oh yeah, that was the first episode I ever watched. Addie introduced me to Doctor Who, and what a weird episode to start on, because you don't even see the Doctor very much in like a main character kind of way.
Yeah, that's right.
It followed someone else's story.
Chunks.
Yeah, and so it was all about the Doctor being in the like DVD extras, and they put it together to form a message. Only they were talking in real time. Yeah, that was that had all the things of a perfect Doctor Who episode. Like,
yep.
So that is a great one to introduce people to the series, even though the format's a bit different. I think it's brilliant.
We may have had this conversation before, but what is your favorite Doctor Who episode?
Oh, that's hard. Honestly, that could change between like 6 different episodes on any given day. My answer right now is probably The Girl in the Fireplace.
Oh, The Girl in the Fireplace. Okay.
It's just classic. It's just a classic Monster of the Week episode that's really cool, It has a little bit of the romance. It has David Tennant.
Yep.
It has, and it's also one of those episodes that threads the needle of being in 2 different times, like Victorian and far future at the same time.
I remember that. That was cool.
Melds it together very well. So yeah, that's one of my favorites. But there were so many others. Like even there's Deep Breath, which was the first. That's funny. That's the second one I mentioned, and that's actually kind of like the sequel to Girl in the Fireplace.
Yeah.
Yeah, that guy ended up like he was like one of the leftover aliens from the.
He does steal a horse, Sparks.
Maurice Saint. Yeah. Who's Have Your Cake and Eat It Too? Marie.
Oh, Marie Antoinette.
Antoinette. Yeah.
But then I don't know my
the fear one, the thing. What the fuck is that episode? It's this thing you never see. You never actually see it.
The voice thing,
but not the voice, but it's like fear itself or something.
Oh,
and
we might be remembering two different things then, because I was gonna say, I was hoping you would bring it up. My favorite Doctor Who episode is where they're on that like crystal planet and they're in the whole episode takes place inside the shuttle.
Yes,
and
that's a great one.
The thing with the voice starts, it like destroys the Doctor, almost destroys the Doctor's faith in humanity.
Oh yeah. Oh my gosh. And Donna,
that was the most tense episode I think I've ever seen of probably just about anything ever.
And and David Tennant was the Doctor to do that with, because he was one of the most, like, as time has gone on, the Doctor's been a little bit more like, oh, I love humanity. And, you know, that's always been a part of him too.
Yeah, right.
But like starting with Eccleston, he was a little bit like, oh, humans are monkeys.
Yeah,
and then Tennant,
and Tennant like, could be Tennant like was really good at like portraying the mood swings. You know, like he could be like super chipper one moment and then just like, you've disappointed me and now I want to kill myself. It's like shit.
And you disappointed me and I'm going to trap you in all mirrors for all eternity.
Yep,
like,
that's exactly right.
Like, holy shit, he could get dark.
He could.
So yeah, what a perfect Doctor to do that with, where he's just like, yeah, they disappointed me again. Like, mob mentality kind of thing.
That was it. That was all mob mentality and like the, you know, people freaking like that. That was such a good episode.
And a lot of the scariest monsters.
Tennant isn't even my favorite Doctor, but like, man, you're right. He nailed that episode.
Some of the scariest monsters they have in Doctor Who, you never actually see them.
Yep.
Like that one, all you saw was the woman that thing took over.
Oh my god.
And yeah, that was freaky. And then when it like got ahead of him,
was a good actress too. Like she
yeah.
You know, the wrong actress in that role could have just been like, oh, she's just trying to act like the Joker from Batman or something.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, that was a great episode.
Yeah.
One I was thinking
I can't remember
of
what it was called though.
Not Silence.
Which is weird because you would think I would remember it because it's my favorite freaking episode. I just don't know the title of it.
I could look it up, but it was like one of the moons of Saturn. I think they were on. I'm just gonna say Diamond Planet or something. Let's see. 10th Doctor, Donna.
Was it Donna or was it Martha that he was with in that one?
No, it was definitely Donna.
That was Donna.
Let's see. Diamond Planet.
Now that's the other interesting thing, because you would think I would remember who his sidekick was in that episode, but like whoever they were, like they were very tertiary to the plot in that one.
Oh yeah, because she was like in a spa or something the whole time, and then he came back and she made a joke and he was like, "Don't, just don't."
Yeah, like I'm not.
Yeah, Water on Mars Sparks was a different one. That was one of the movies in like the last season of David Tennant.
For some reason, I thought that was really early David Tennant, but you're right.
It was like the first season with Donna, so it was the second season with Tennant altogether.
By the way, did you watch the new Tennant episodes?
No, and I really want to.
I've watched 2 of them, and they're real good, and like, I just haven't had the time or motivation to get seriously into them and like see the transition into the new Doctor, who I've heard is good. Yeah.
One of the other ones, a lot of my favorite episodes are Tennant, but again, I have like 10 favorites. I was just talking about trapping someone in mirrors forever. That was from one of my favorites.
Yeah.
It was with Martha.
Yep.
But it was like the Doctor purposefully lost his memory.
Yes, right. And fell in love and got married. And
it was the family of something. I don't remember. And 15 is amazing. The
newest. The
Doctor?
newest.
God, yeah, you're right, because what's her name was 14. Jeez.
Yep, Jodie Whittaker was 14.
Jodie Whittaker.
I mean, I guess you could. I think people who really love the series would never slight address. That is not an address.
Nope.
No 3 red. No 3 5.
No 3 5.
3 green 5 red. No 3 green 5 red.
No. Tarantula.
Yeah, Jodie was. But what I was gonna say is I don't think anyone would ever slight John Hurt as the true 8th Doctor, right? Or 7th?
Slight 9th? Him? No, 8th, I get, or yeah, it would have been the 8th.
So when Chris Eccleston debuted, he was the 9th Doctor, right?
Yeah, he was. He was the 9th.
But the 50th anniversary special revealed that he was actually the 10th.
Yes, but also the American Doctor Who movie, they made that Doctor canon because he starred in a web short before the 50th anniversary.
Yes, that's right.
The Midnight something or other, and the Sisters of Midnight,
and he made like a whole generation of people want to like actually see a season of him as the Doctor.
Because he was actually good in that little short.
Yeah, that web short was better than the whole freaking movie he was in.
Oh shit!
Like, don't let Americans touch Doctor Who. Lesson learned.
It made me want a season with him, and I can't remember his name now, but apparently he did some audio dramas as that Doctor.
Oh, good. I'm glad he got like a redemption arc.
And I think a lot of the actors, after they were done with their time as the Doctor, ended up doing like audio dramas for some company in the UK.
Yeah,
and so there's a lot more stories out there that I've never,
like what was his name? The 6th Doctor, Tom, like the one who left under really bitter circumstances. He was only on for one season.
Oh, he was with the weird coat. He was the weird guy.
Yeah. Weird on Doctor Who standards. It's really hard to pull off, but he did it.
Yeah, right.
But like he was really off-putting. Like he was like violent and what was his name? Of course not Tom Baker. Tom Baker was 4th and
Colin Baker.
Colin Baker. That's it. Yep.
Yeah.
I knew he had a naming similarity with 4. But he even like by the end of his career came around and like got over himself a little bit and like participated in the fandom a bit, which made me really happy to see.
When I went to the TARDIS convention in Chicago, and this was like 11 years ago, Colin Baker was a guest, and he was a gregarious guy.
Yeah,
like,
he like apparently super mellowed out with age. Like he, like from what I understand, he was only on there for one season because he was so hard to work with, and like people didn't like his, screen presence and everything like that, and like he wouldn't even film his last scene or whatever.
Oh geez, okay.
Like if you look at his transition into Sebastian Shaw,
Sebastian something, the 7th Doctor, yeah. They like put prosthetics on him or something.
Yeah, like it was clearly not Colin Baker in that scene.
Yeah, I do remember that, and I didn't know until much later after that convention. It's like, oh, apparently he was kind of a dick weasel, back then. But yeah, he's mellowed out. And Sparks, I don't know if the TARDIS convention is still in Chicago. It's called Chicago TARDIS. So I can look it up and see if they're still doing it.
So there's another life goal that I'm really wanting to get serious about. Like I want to go to more shit like that. So if you find out, let me know, and like let's plan on it.
All right.
Hell, let's invite Sparks. Sylvester McCoy, not Sebastian McCoy. Come on, Chris.
What was I? Oh, what are the other episodes? It's a 13th Doctor. Fuck, I'm bad with names.
Capaldi?
Yes, thank you. Peter Capaldi.
My favorite Doctor.
Yep. November 25th. Oh, this year? Nice.
Ooh,
fuck, man. Yeah, we could go.
I'll be
Keep that in mind.
I'll be open.
Capaldi is 12. But didn't they consider him the 13th Doctor?
Okay, so here's the thing. I consider the War Doctor canon. Like, I consider the War Doctor the real... I mean,
he's canon, but a lot of people don't number him.
No, they don't. He's just the War Doctor, right?
I think Sparks is right. Capaldi is 12.
Correct, yes.
But a lot of people called him the 13th. It gets weird.
Because that was his big introduction. Remember, on the 50th anniversary, you just saw his eyebrows, and he's like, "No, sir, all 13." And
yes, you're right.
The future is now.
You're right. Yeah. The War Doctor doesn't have a number. Yeah, he doesn't. But I feel like even on the show, they called Capaldi 13, and I might be wrong.
Well, right, because again, they wanted to stay in the whatever canon.
And also, that was the whole thing with Matt Smith. is that the Doctor only has 12 regenerations, but what was it? And so it was like, oh, you're the 11th Doctor, though, and it was like, yeah, but David Tennant was vain, and he made himself regenerate back into himself one time or something like that. It was They played fast and loose, like Doctor Who does, obviously.
And then he absorbed the regenerations of another Time Lord or something like that, I think. I forget how that
worked. They gave him a new set of regenerations, is what they called it.
Okay.
But then I think they retconned even that, and I haven't watched it.
Because the canon as it stands right now is there's like unlimited doctors, right? And like parallel doctors
like unlimited. What do you call it?
Like that was the big spoiler at the end of Jodie Whittaker's arc, right? Was that there are like all these doctors across multiple universes, and
Oh, was that it?
Well, yeah, like I said, I only saw the episode once, and I hate to say it because I love Jodie Whittaker and she's awesome. I wasn't super invested in the last part of her storyline.
I also think she was kind of done dirty by the writers.
She was, yeah.
Yeah, because she is a great actress.
I loved her as the Doctor. I thought she was great. And I hope that it doesn't spoil, like, getting another female Doctor.
Yeah.
But yeah.
That's a whole...
So like, the way I understood it is essentially like anybody could be the Doctor.
Okay, interesting.
Sparks, she was... Okay, I think we've touched on a Sparks nerve here. She was absolutely
done dirty, yes.
She also got, like, the worst master to play opposite, you know? Like, that guy... I mean, when you come off of David Tennant's master and Missy from Capaldi's seasons, that guy was super bland. I don't even remember.
And Capaldi got another master later on. I don't know if that was the same master.
Yeah, that was bland guy.
Okay, gotcha. The dude with the ponytail or something, with the long hair.
No, I thought he was like a Indian dude.
It was like some Indian guy.
Yeah.
With like a I thought he had a ponytail.
See, that's how little I care about that master. Well, because like Missy's whole thing was like the master finally experienced some growth.
Yeah,
and then
right.
It's like, oh, hey, I'm back to my old hijinks. Okay.
Yeah, but at the same time, there was like a weird kind of not romance, obviously, but like a I am a girl and I'm a woman and I'm going to like make you uncomfortable.
Yes,
but I'm still playing with Missy. You because I'm the master.
I really liked Missy. She was good.
Missy was good.
Sparks writes, I'm mixing up my masters. I'm not sure which one I'm thinking of then.
I also remember Missy basically invented the concept of heaven, was like the whole thing of one of the episodes she was in.
Missy worked well with 12.
With Capaldi?
Yeah, with Capaldi, right. Yeah, I love Missy. I was going to say, I can mix up a lot of things in my head. I don't think I'm mixing up Missy.
But let's see, I don't know any of the actors' names, but yeah, there was the blonde guy. Then there was Missy right after that?
Yeah, Missy was the one after Tennant's. Matt Smith didn't get a master.
Okay, yeah, he didn't have any master storylines.
No.
And then
speaking of which,
it was Indian guy.
Side note, I want to say, even though like I talk about him very little, Matt Smith was the Doctor when I got back into Doctor Who, and I feel he is extremely underrated.
I'd say he is underrated as well. He was my favorite Doctor for a little while, and then I think I kind of hopped on the David Tennant train. But Matt Smith, like so we said David Tennant did the mood swings really well. I think Matt Smith was very good at portraying someone very, very old with childlike wonder.
Like that was such a testament to Matt Smith's acting. Like he can like lure you into like a false sense of security with like his, I mean, he's older now. He's older than we are. Like with like his kind of boyish charms, but then like all of a sudden he's like, oh crap, he's wise beyond what anybody gives him credit for, and like he's tired or he's or
like
he's
to
sad.
Portray tired but then fronting with like the boyish charm,
and that was like his whole thing. Like after Tennant's Doctor, like he was exhausted, but he wanted to keep on going like he was still David Tennant, and that's why he transitioned from young, skinny, attractive white guy to young, skinny, attractive white guy because he wanted to keep it going. That was Tennant's whole thing, right? I don't want to go. So
yeah.
So he, and I say what you will about the writing around the time of Matt Smith's arc. I think that was an intentional choice by the writers, and not just like a crude business decision, like, oh, we need another handsome white guy or people are going to stop watching. I think it worked narratively.
Matt Smith, I would hate to be in a world where we were deprived of a Matt Smith Doctor, because he was my favorite for a while. Like, and I really liked the storylines when Moffat first took over. They kind of, I mean, I like the cheesiness of Russell T Davies.
Yeah.
But they kind of like, the Doctor got very big and very like worldwide phenomenon, and they kind of shrunk him down again.
They did,
to like,
which was never going to be a popular decision.
Yeah, but I liked it.
Me too, I agree. But yeah, like when people got used to David Tennant, anything but... It's kind of like Final Fantasy VIII following Final Fantasy VII. It wouldn't have mattered how good FF8 was, right? It's not 7.
And Sparks, I would say maybe he wasn't as good as Missy, but the Master that played opposite of David Tennant, I thought he was pretty good.
I did too. I thought he was really good at like being unhinged.
Yes, that was the thing for him. He was more of the, you know, he stared into the abyss and it drove him mad. You know, kind of thing.
I thought that was good.
The next Doctor was what the previous Doctor needed most.
Yes, so the transition from Tennant to Smith, I agree.
Okay.
And then Capaldi was kind of like, he was still tired and like over things, but like he was being more real with himself.
I feel like Capaldi had a lot of growth as the Doctor. Like he started off like confused about his identity.
Yeah, because like
why did I
choose
this face?
Matt Smith in the canon of the show had been the Doctor for like over hundreds of years.
Yeah.
Like he had spent eons as the Matt Smith Doctor, and so like that transition like shook him.
Yeah, and he heard himself, and he was like, "I sound old. Why am I old?" And
yeah, right.
Yeah, he didn't want that. But then it was, I love that they made canon. It was like, wait, we're taking someone who was already in a Doctor Who episode. He was in the Fires of Pompeii.
Yeah,
and then they actually like the third or fourth episode, they referenced it. There was like, this face. Why did I choose this face? And it was like, I don't want to forget that no one gets left behind, basically. You know, and I was like, all right, that's cool. And then the next season, that's when he started doing like the electric guitar.
You know, they let Capaldi finally freaking be Capaldi, and that like I didn't know much about him prior to Doctor Who, but he was apparently like a 70s British pop icon, like maybe 80s.
He was a huge get for Doctor Who. He was and you're right that it was like they kind of constrained him a little bit, I guess you could say.
They did. They wanted him to be like too dry. When it turned out he actually wanted to have more fun with the role than any of the other ones who came before him. And like when they finally started letting him, because his first season was a little dry, you know, like that's when he really came into it. And I thought that was an awesome choice. And I'll be real, like now knowing what I know about Capaldi and like having seen his whole tenure as the Doctor, like, man, I love that dude. Like I'm super invested in him, not just as like the Doctor, but like as a person. Like Capaldi is awesome.
And of course, a lot of good episodes.
And a lot of, you know, you mentioned like how Doctor Who is strongest when it's like doing its Creature of the Week thing. I thought Capaldi had some of like the best one-off stories.
Yes, he did. Yeah, he did. One of the other, one of my favorites I was going to mention was the fear thing again, and you never see what it actually is.
Yep.
But it just starts with Capaldi's Doctor being like, "What is this thing you feel like when your hair stands on the back of your neck and you know you don't know is someone looking at you?" And that's the whole freaking episode, is just that, describing that feeling, and is there actually some entity behind it?
Yeah.
And I don't remember what it's called, but do you remember this? Like they went to what Like, what was...
Side note, Sparks has thought a lot about this, and I'm here for it.
yeah, seriously. Sparks, I love that you have so many notes on this.
Yeah, same here.
13 to 14 was a little wonky because the regeneration went wrong, so the transition should have been 13 to 15. 15 was...
the courage that...
that's
really cool.
That 13 needed.
I don't think about... Like I love Doctor Who, but I don't think I'm so established in the fandom that I really think about it like that.
Okay, that does... because I haven't watched like any of those episodes, I've been following along, Sparks, but I forget that Tennant was like not just the when he was 10th Doctor and he like, oh, I'm not gonna go yet, that he also literally just freaking had another go around. And I forget, so he's like the 10th and the 14th Doctor.
Yes.
Which I don't know how that came about. I'd like to see that transition.
I honestly think that like the series like needed like not only to catch its breath, but to like reestablish some goodwill with some of the fans. And so I think I don't mean it to sound cynical, but I think that's why they brought Tennant in for like a brief spell before the real new Doctor.
Yeah.
But it's funny because Sparks is right. He is 14, but he has all of like when he transitions into the 14th Doctor, he's like, why am I this again? So like he has all of the exact same memories and personality of 10, and they even reference that by bringing back Donna. And I won't spoil it for you, but it's a really good episode where Donna's back, and it's cool.
Okay.
But yeah, no, I love me some Who.
Oh yeah, I haven't watched it in a while. I need to get back into it because
I have all this free time, and I'm like, I've got to get like out of my head and be like allow myself to enjoy things and like actually see this as an opportunity to like re-engage with the world a little bit. So yes, I am gonna watch. I'm gonna finish watching some Doctor Who that I started a year and a half ago, and I'm gonna watch Avatar, and I'm gonna read a book.
So, are you on the 15th Doctor now, or where are you?
No, I gotta finish Tennant and see his regeneration.
Okay, gotcha.
Then you had 15 and 14 at the same time, and 15.
What the? Wait, what?
14 had the pants. What? Wrong emote.
Right.
Like I could see her getting because you took David Tennant's pants.
No, wrong emo, but the whole thing with the pants is apparently correct. Okay.
But everything else she said was accurate. Yeah. All right. I think we're getting into something like a big transition in this game. So I'm gonna call it here because I still do want to show you and Sparks if she wants to hop on Discord real quick. My book project here because I'm super proud of it, but a little bit insecure. So I'd love feedback.
All right.
In that case, more cat stuff next time on Play the Hits. Or
all right, we'll see you then. I hope those are fireworks and not gunshots.
Can it be both, Max?
Yeah, I guess. Welcome to America.
It is Chicago.
See you, Sparks.
See you next time.
Terrible place. Ugh.